Good morning. As promised, this week I'm going to show you guys our update on our duck situation and fill you in on my garden situation. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Cece. My husband Kirk and I homestead in the big beautiful state of Montana. And a few weeks ago we had hatched out one lone little duck. And we were really hoping that the feed store would be able to order us in some more ducklings. And the time just flat out ran out. We were too late in the season and she cannot get more ducklings brought in. So little Cookie is going to be a lone little duck. And he seems to be doing pretty good. Last weekend we moved him up to the barn with our half-grown banty chicks. And he seems to be doing okay up there. It's pretty normal that every morning one of the kiddos goes and gets him and brings him down to the house for an hour or two, and they run around and they play, and then the kiddos go outside, and then the little duck comes with me and takes a little nap for the morning. So I will show you kind of what that looks like in the mornings. It's very cute, very entertaining. He definitely is a pet duck at this point in time. So then when we are done with him and need to get some housework done, back up to the barn he goes. Okay, now you can go. He's getting tired now. Big. Yes, you are. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not my face, not my face, not my face. Not my face. There you go. And get in your little spot. There you go. You just get in your little spot. Yeah, you're hungry already this morning. Imagine that. Imagine that. Where are you? Okay, well, I'm going to turn the camera off. Nope, go ahead, you're fine. Where are you taking him? Cookie, come here. Come. Should we go give him a swim?
Yeah.
Okay, go get the sink ready. We'll go give him a swim. Right here. There you go. Clean. Swim. Yeah, come stand here beside him so he's not all alone. There. Now he's cleaning himself. Don't drop any of that in there, though. There you go. You're fine. We're right here. We're right here. No, no, don't jump out. Don't jump out. Yeah, he's hungry. He needs to go back up to the barn. Can you take him back up to the barn? Huh? You kind of don't want to. Do I need to take him up to the barn? Alright. Yep. So I know, Cookie, I know. But this is for your own protection or the puppy dog's going to eat you on the way up. Okay. There we go. Now we take him up to the barn. No, Boutros, you can't have him. I know, that's why we put him in a box. All right, up to the barn we go. And that's where the banty hens go. For the banty chicks. All right, let him out. Go ahead. Go take him over to his food so he eats.
Or drink.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Now take your box. Come on out. Yeah, he was hungry. Okay, so as you can see, we just took Cookie back up to the barn. He's just a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. And so I chose not to do a garden this year. It was kind of a harder decision to make because I always kind of felt really judgmental when people said they weren't going to do a garden. I'm like, why would you not do a garden? But it's kind of something that's off my shoulders for this year. I'm finding that I don't feel quite as stressed. I can work camping. There's just a freedom this summer without having to do a garden hanging over me. However, before I had decided to do that, I went ahead and planted a whole bunch of peppers and tomatoes from seed, and they came up very, very nicely, and I was not going to let them go to waste. So I'm going to show you what my peppers and tomatoes look like. Okay, so my peppers are in these little green pots. I have a few way up there on the top. I'm not entirely sure, are going to survive. They either didn't like the transplant, or the day after I transplanted them and put them actually outside. I had them transplanted inside the sun porch for quite a while, but then I moved them out. And of course we got a hailstorm later that afternoon. So that could be why some of those are struggling. And then yesterday I finally got all my tomatoes transplanted, and the colorful ones, plus a few right down here. That's a big planter that I might end up putting some sunflowers in. But this is basically what my garden is going to look like this year. And then this fall, when things get kind of chilly, I will just move them back into the sun porch. Or if we get a hailstorm again, everything's very close to the sun porch, I can just, hey, you're okay. I can just put them back in, and praying for no hail this year. All right, so I moved up here in the sun porch. So basically this year I get to experiment and find out what it is like to put food on the table without a garden. So I'm going to utilize farmers markets. I have some food left over from last year when I canned. I know technically they say 18 months, but you know, if I stretch that into 2 years, I'm not too concerned about it. I have a lot of carrots that are still canned. And because I buy Thrive freeze-dried food stuff, I have a lot of food in storage. So if something were to happen, I feel very confident that I still have a lot of food stocked up. And so it's okay for me to take a summer off and just enjoy the kids, enjoy camping, and just breathe a little bit and just kind of figure out what we want to do for a summer. So it's turning out to be busy. We are busy this summer, and I'm really enjoying it. So the tomatoes, by late summer, early fall, I bet I'm going to be doing tomato sauce like crazy because there was a lot of tomatoes. And hopefully I have enough peppers that I can actually can and pickle peppers this year too. So anyways, you guys have a good weekend. We'll catch you next week.